tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here he is, ready for round 1. This man is all the rage, given what he did his last time out. It was a win by flush knockout. Now he'll try to keep the momentum going as the challenges get more difficult. You win in the UFC, 9 times out of 10, the next opponent is decidedly better. That is certainly the case here tonight. Man, back and forth we go, and early on, these guys getting after it.
They told us it would be fun, and so far, they've delivered.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. All right, here we go, early round 1. We talk about wrestling being a great equalizer in MMA, but length and reach is another one. He's got a great jab. We'll see if he can employ it tonight.
You have got to be born with it, right? You don't get taller. When you're a tall guy, you have to understand, make your skill set match your physical abilities. And this guy has done this tremendously.
And he blocked the punch there.
Another big kick.
3 minutes. Brown gets back up again. Single collar tie now. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Inside leg kick lands there. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense. Right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he lands. Great job. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
And back to his feet.
Oh, look at that.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Oh, nice. Nice.
Busy in the clinch, lands that punch. That's how you block a strike.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body, starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
All right, you were there, you lost it. Are you with me?
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
He missed with that jab attempt there. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though. where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been...
Punch right there. Stop it, and he will.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 41 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout round.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
right, so it all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen, as we set our eyes on the #1 light heavyweight contender. Daniel, I often say the greatest part of this job for you and me is seeing a non-champion break through and strike UFC gold for the first time.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Because you watch these athletes over the course of the fight week try to wrap their mind around how big of a chance they have. And then when you get to Saturday night, you can see it on their face. They're just thinking about what life looks like after. If I get it done, how does my life change? Tonight he has an opportunity to change everything in regards to his life.
And his fight week has been exceptional. It was a great weight cut, very forthcoming in our fighter meeting. All eyes on the #1 205-pound contender here tonight. All right, here's a man who needs no introduction, the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion and one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, trying to hold up his end of the bargain and leave the way he came in as the champion of the world.
He's an absolute star. John, that belt defines him. That belt is who he is now. He recognized that the moment he became the champion, his life changed. He loves it. He loves being the best in the world. He loves ruling atop this very difficult division, and he intends to keep it that way for a very long time.
He did say to us in the fighter meeting on the record, this may be his most difficult title defense to date. As such, he's put in all the right work. We'll see if he can remain the hunted here at 205 pounds. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Brown. And now here's the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Azamat, the professional,
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go, early round 1 for a long time. Was the UFC's glamour division, 205 pounds, this for the light heavyweight title, and all eyes are on the #1 contender. He's got the winning streak in tow.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He lands a massive blow to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited, and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot. He needs to slow down if he wants to get his opponent out of this fight.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Oh, huge connection here, DC.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Big right hand. Oh, nice takedown. Yep. Now he's back up.
We might get a stoppage here soon. Brown gets up clearly. He wanted this fight back to its feet despite having a dominant position on the ground.
Clean punch.
Back and forth we go. Well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just mashed in blood. This is not looking good.
Yeah, it was like all Ferguson fighters, right? He would just destroy people.
Oh, he's in real trouble now. That'll do it!
Wow!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Henny just knocked him out for the belt. Y'all know what's up. Stop playing with that boy. I see what's going on. Boy just got knocked out for the belt. Knocked out for the belt, chat. Y'all see what's up. Don't play with me out here. I knock stuff out. Shiny, what up, my boy? James Money, what's up? What's going on with y'all? Y'all see what's going on. For that belt, boy just got knocked out. Stop playing with me, huh? Stop it. Shiny, I'll be in a Discord in a little while, bro. If you want to get in there, go in there. You heard?
As the crowning of a new UFC champion, can DC get an invitation to the after party?
I mean, I'm just trying to show up, baby. I'm ready. I want to celebrate with the champ.
right, so here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the Czech Republic's Yuri Prochazka. Never know what haircut he's going to be bringing. I kind of miss the big, long lettuce. I don't know.
Yeah, I love the ponytail. But Yuri Prochazka, for a long time, was considered one of those guys that could have an impact in the UFC. It took him a while to get here. But once he got here, it was all systems go, and he made a beeline towards becoming the light heavyweight champion. He has all the skills needed to be at the top of the sport, and tonight he steps in the octagon once again, trying to get his hand raised.
Prochazka first became the champion in June of 2022, then had a devastating shoulder injury, and a lot of fans worldwide wanting to see how he responds as he gets back on the proving ground tonight. Yuri Prochazka, ready to make a statement here tonight. All right, folks, does not get a whole lot bigger nor better than this. UFC Light Heavyweight Championship fight is upon us, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes this walk for his latest title defense tonight.
He is walking once again as the light heavyweight champion of the world. The UFC's glamour division long has this been viewed as the division with the most talented guys because you're not quite heavyweight, you're just right underneath it. This guy is a champion in the highest order. He has defended his belt time and time again, and he intends to extend that streak tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't all that long ago that this belt was vacant. It was changing hands seemingly every other title fight. Now this man is holding it down and looking to dispose of another challenger properly tonight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Yuri Prochazka. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon.
Good.
Oh, finally the wait is over. Round 1 underway of this UFC Light Heavyweight Championship fight, and all eyes are on the champion making his first title defense tonight as he takes down. That's a successful blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here? What?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight. Nice job. Punch went nowhere.
Oh, he's got it going tonight. Beautiful combination of strikes there by Brown. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Throws a big right. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Prochazka's cut, not getting blood in his eyes per se, but that is a huge gash on the cheek. Kind of looks like a slot machine right now, and if we get in between rounds, the ringside physician and the cut man are going to have their work cut out for them. Final seconds of round one. 5 minutes in the books. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
We knew this was going to be like this. We knew we were going to have a war.
All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. Brown gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Prochazka's really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. In the half guard.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Brown.
Great block there.
Shots being landed on both sides. What a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up for a very long time. I could see the doctor coming into the ring, looking at the cut and saying, I've seen enough.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land. That one appeared to stun him back to his feet. Prochazka's gotta keep pressing here. Well, no surprise there. That is it!
Oh, my goodness!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brown.
And still UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the World. Big effort out of him tonight, and he remains the king and the standard upon which all other 205-pounders will be judged.
In the glamour division of the company, the 205-pound weight class, he is the champ. He is the standard bearer. He is the bar at which everyone is judged. Congratulations to the champion.
Well, so far so good in the octagon for the Brazilian light heavyweight contender. Johnny Walker gets a step up in competition here tonight.
Yes, and he has stepped up to every person that he's fought, and he's dominated them. Now, the only adversity he had is hurting himself, finishing him by doing his celebratory worm. I said, Johnny Walker, you got to find a different way to celebrate, my friend.
Yeah, dislocated his shoulder after the Misha Serkunov fight. That was another first-round finish for Johnny Walker. Has a great frame, great length for this light heavyweight division. We'll see how it goes for Johnny Walker Blue here tonight. Folks, here he is with much fanfare, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. Big challenge in front of him tonight, but this man looks like an individual who could reign for some time.
Well, he reigned atop what was the UFC's glamour division. You go from Tito Ortiz to Chuck Liddell to Randy Couture, John Jones, Mauricio Shogun, who has so many great champions that held this title, that there is a lot of credibility that comes with it. This man loves that he is the 205-pound champion and knows how difficult it is to reign for a long time in such a tough division.
A lot of budding contenders coming his way. We'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight title fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Johnny Walker. And now,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready?
All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon, and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs. Walker's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Oh, you gotta love this. He is coming out swinging early. No surprise, the aggression on full display.
No, he said he was going to take it to this guy. That is exactly what he's doing as we start this fight.
Place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, huge left.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep feint, not little punches, with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Hook in the clinch there.
Oh, that's big. He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Oh!
Got him hurt. Got to start looking to finish.
Well, that eye area is getting... Do it!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 19 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Light heavyweight champion of the world, Brown.
And still the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and you want to talk about style points. How about the knockout in defense of this title here tonight? I don't know that I've ever seen that type of reaction out of his corner. They're usually measured and tempered, but they wanted this one in the worst way. They got it, they got the finish, and the celebration.
take someone out. I'm about to take someone out. I'm about to take someone out. Before they take me out.
Plenty ways get rich. Plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands. I mean, how the man get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let them stop the paper. Diamonds fresh cut like a taper. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keeping my foot on they ass. Pile up the cheese like a grater. Heard he switched up, you a trader. Soft serve like a waiter. Plenty ways get rich. Plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands. I mean, how the man get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand. I got blood on the floor. I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out. I'm about to take someone out. I'm about to take someone out. Before they take me out.
Yeah, I had to make a decision. I can't let them alter my vision. You know my dogs gotta eat, so we keeping it hot in the kitchen. Yeah, do what it take for the mission. Stick to the script, no revision. Look, I'ma just cut through the tension. I'm telling you, listen. Plenty ways get rich. Plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands. I mean, how the man get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand. I got blood on the floor. I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out. I'm about to take someone out. I'm about to take someone out. Before they take me out. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my face. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my face. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my face. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my face. See the crowd want more. Entertainer, yes, more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want more.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them on the rest. Try and check us, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish line. All the cameras on live got me energized. They wanna see me in the cage like I did a crime, yeah.
I can hear the crowd wanting more. I'm about to take you to the floor. Make them understand I want it pure. I want more. I can understand they want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. I want more. I'm on war. I want war. I want war.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah.
See the crowd want more. Entertainer, that costs more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want war. I'm on war. I want war. I want war. Big entertainer, yeah.
All right, so here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. Wrested the title away from Glover Teixeira at UFC 283. That was January of 2023. One of the better championship performances of that year. But then Jamal Hill tore his Achilles playing basketball. He was unable to defend the title, which eventually he was forced to vacate. But as an athlete, as a boxer, as a grappler, a lot of people still believe this is the best 205-pound fighter in the world. He's got another opportunity to prove just that here on the Proving Ground tonight. All right, here's a man who needs no introduction, the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion and one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, trying to hold up his end of the bargain and lead the way he came in as the champion of the world.
He's an absolute star. John, that belt defines him. That belt is who he is now. He recognized that the moment he became the champion, his life changed. He loves it. He loves being the best in the world. He loves ruling atop this very difficult division, and he intends to keep it that way for a very long time.
He did say to us at the fighter meeting on the record, this may be his most difficult title defense to date. As such, he's put in all the right work. We'll see if he can remain the hunted here at 205 pounds. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC
Yes, sir. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Welcome to the chat. Y'all already know what's up, man. Knockouts, UFC 5 action. It's going down. Y'all know what's up, man. Just got this game yesterday and started grinding on it yesterday. Shit is tough, and I love playing it because it reminds me a little bit more of UFC 4, but a little bit way more advanced. We just got the belt today, and I'm defending the title now, y'all. So keep enjoying the knockout show. Oh boy, trying to get me. Hold on. I'm gonna get him. Back up.
And to do so emphatically in a fight that a lot of people thought was close on paper is really something that could take his career to the next level. Trying to follow that up here tonight. Most guys have succumbed to his power. We'll see if that holds true yet again tonight. I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? Big strikes continue to land. Oh, big left. Punch right there. His opponent's
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
strong outside leg kick. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious. So he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps... Oh, he's stuck bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Hill's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh, my goodness.
That was nasty work on his... Yo! Y'all seen that? That was crazy, boy. Oh my God.
Certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
That last one did him filthy. Shine, I'm in a Discord, bro. Pull up. Damn. That was nasty work.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest.
That was real
2 minutes,
nasty.
48 seconds in the very first round.
Shine.
Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Brown.
Well, he came in as the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, and after that result, he goes out the way he came in, and still, ladies and gentlemen, and nice to see this moment now as he celebrates with his corner. That was as dominating a title defense as we've seen thus far this year, as he knocks out the #1 contender. Knockout City, baby. Knockout City. Knockout City. You already know the vibes, chat. Hope everybody enjoying the show. We got 3 title defenses now. Yeah, 3 title defenses. I defend the title 3 times already since I just got it. 3 title defenses. Let's go. There's gonna be way more than that, chat. Way more than that. This game, like, the buttons is still the same. It's just like UFC 4, so the buttons are still the same. So Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm.
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second, and then you train with Glover, you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Folks, does not get a whole lot bigger nor better than this. UFC light heavyweight championship fight is upon us, and all eyes are on incumbent as he makes this this walk for his latest title defense tonight.
He is walking once again as the light heavyweight champion of the world. The UFC's glamour division long has this been viewed as the division with the most talented guys, because you're not quite heavyweight, you're just right underneath it. This guy is a champion in the highest order. He has defended this belt time and time again, and he intends to extend that streak tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't all that long ago that this belt was vacant. It was changing hands seemingly every other title fight. Now this man is holding it down and looking to dispose of another challenger properly tonight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alex Pereira! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Brown.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon, and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Ooh, he landed a huge hook there. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
And that one certainly found the target. Ooh-wee. I don't do that as well as you do. He's coming out swinging tonight.
He is bringing the heat. This dude is trying to end this night early.
Can you give us an ooh-wee, please?
Ooh-wee.
So good.
Let's go. Keep those hands up.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh,
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Pineda's cheek is just... You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Well, he whacked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you. Nice leg kick.
Oh, big left hand! Watch the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot. and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed. But, I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day. I think the official saved him.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Brown.
All right, so a nice retention of the title tonight. Our UFC light heavyweight champion gets it done in a big way here.
We hear it over and over again in regards to this guy. He is very good. He is a very big, strong 205-pound fighter and a guy that is going to take a massive effort to try to take the belt away.
Floyd Mayweather talks a lot about hard work and dedication, and that has been the root of this light heavyweight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
So here he is, the undisputed champion of the world. He won his last fight by TKO, and he'll be looking to do just that here tonight. He says he's seen some deficiencies defensively on film in the #1 contender. Believes he'll find a home for that left hook here tonight. We'll see if he can continue his finishing ways in another championship setting here tonight.
That hook was bad.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Lands a big right hand early. All right, there's the leg kick. You expected he would employ them heavily here tonight, and maybe the boxer wants to go back to the sweet science after that.
Yeah, he wants to box, he wants to look pretty, but this is mixed martial arts. You have got to use all of your tools. And by throwing those kicks, you are showing that this is an evolution of the fight game. We ain't boxing a squared circle. This is a mixed martial arts fight.
That's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Oh! Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
Gets
back to his feet. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Mixing it up well tonight. There's a shot to the leg. All All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You can see him sneaking looks to see where that hand is going to be. He's sneaking looks because he's going to find the opportunity.
Shot the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Nice left jab.
Ooh, postures up and now goes with the big strike to the body. Well done there by Roundtree Jr. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but
Seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each of them.
and there it is!
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Brown.
And new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. You just heard it there from Bruce Buffer. DC, you have heard those words before yourself. This was the glamour division for a long time, and the champion remains as such.
Because of the great champions of the past in the UFC at 205, the Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture, John Jones.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I mean, how the man get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a true sinner, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let it stop the paper. Diamonds stretched up like a taper. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keep your mouth on their ass. Count up the G's like a grader. Heard he switched up, you a trader. Soft serve like a waiter. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I mean, how the man get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a true sinner, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, before they take me out.
Yeah, I had to make a decision. I can't let them alter my vision. You know my dogs gotta eat, so we keeping it hot in the kitchen. Yeah, do what it takes for the mission. Stick to the script, no revision. Look, I'ma just cut through the tension. I'm telling you, plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here he is, the UFC champion, and this guy is all the rage. Right now, he might be the front runner for the fighter of the year, given the fact that he was able to knock out the #1 contender in his last title defense, and to do so emphatically in a fight that a lot of people thought was close on paper is really something that could take his career to the next level. Trying to follow that up here tonight. Most guys have succumbed to his power. We'll see if that holds true yet again tonight. Beautiful. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots, man. He can't even stand.
Big hook. Whiffs on the elbow.
Oh,
Oh, that's a seminal blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
that was was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Welcome.
Oh, my goodness, what a right hand.
Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the team.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a lot of trouble.
Back to the feet now. Under 2 minutes to go. That'll do it!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. The venerable Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 11 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Brown.
And still the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. And you want to talk about style points. How about the knockout in defense of his title here tonight? I don't know that I've ever seen that type of reaction out of his corner. They're usually measured and tempered, but they wanted this one in the worst way. They got it. They got the finish. And the celebration is officially on. Congrats to the 205-pound king.
See the crowd want more. Entertainer, yes, more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want what?
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Put up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them on the rest. Try and check us, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish
see me, that I fear in your eyes when you see me. I can see you while I'm looking down. I can see you right while I'm looking down. The fear in your eyes when you see me. See that fear in your eyes when you see me. I look fear straight in the eye and told her not today, not today, no, no. I look fear straight in the eye. I told her not today, not today, no, no. Oh no, no. I look fear straight in the eye. I look fear straight in the eye. I got blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. If I take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out. Before they take me out. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I may hide the man, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let them stop the paper. Diamond stretched up like a table. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keeping my foot on they ass. Pile up the cheese like a grater. Probably switched up, you a traitor. Soft serve like a waiter. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I may hide the man, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I got blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. If I take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out. Before they take me out. Yeah, I had to make a decision, I can't let them alter my vision. You know my dog's gotta eat, so we keeping it hot in the kitchen. Yeah, do what it take for the mission, stick to the script, no revision. Look, I'ma just cut through the tension, I'm telling you, listen. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I may hide the man, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I got blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. If I take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out. Before they take me out. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood Entertainer, yes, more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want war.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them on the rest. Trying check us, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish line. All the cameras on live got me energized. They wanna see me in the cage like I did a crime, yeah.
I came in to cry, wanting more. I'm about to take it to the floor. Make them understand I want it pure. I want war. I can understand they want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. I want war. I'm on war. I want war. I want war.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the
All right, so for a long time, this man believed that he was the #1 light heavyweight in the world. He is the challenger out of the blue corner tonight, and with a golden opportunity to prove to the champion that there's a new force to be reckoned with.
He said time and time again he thought he was the matchup. He thought he could get it done. He thought that it was only a matter of time before he took the belt from the champ. Now he gets that opportunity. Words are only words until you put them into action. Tonight he has the opportunity to put all those words into action and become the champion. He is on the verge of something huge.
For a long time, people believed this was the UFC's glamour division, and this light heavyweight contender wants to bring that shine back. Big opportunity for him tonight. All right, folks, here he is with much fanfare, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon, and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs. All right, so a big early land by the boxer. He put a lot of steam on that one as he's able to get that hook home, DC.
He lands it perfect. I mean, he throws it perfect. Right hand is always where it needs to be. If he throws it with the right, the left hand's always where it needs to be. It's tight, it's crisp, and it lands with a lot of power.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Nice straight right lands. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Another big takedown.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Brown gets up. He is back on the feet here.
And blocks that hard punch.
Just out of range with that left hook. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. Serious swelling in and around that left eye. It's starting to close up now. Oh, gets the single leg takedown. Pretty good velocity on that one. Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that goal.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to counter after blocking shots.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Right hook to the head, blocked.
Gets to the single collar tie.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Big shot lands from both sides.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Brown gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back.
He got hurt again.
Well, that cut is only getting worse, champ. I'm not sure if it's time to call in the ringside physician, but we got a bloody mess on our hands now.
Yeah, bloody mess. This guy's almost unrecognizable. You look at.
Big shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to his feet. Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point...
So bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover.
Oh, man, that cut looks terrible. He's bleeding like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped the fight with that cut at some point.
Another takedown land.
Under 90 seconds to go. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright.
Need some work, guys.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anymore.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit... Oh!
30 seconds out of the round.
Oh.
15 seconds to go. Brown gets back up again. Nicely done. Oh, what a round. How good was that? All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of continuing to it. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Dean steps in. Holy smokes. What a fight. Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 23 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Brown.
Well, everyone's going to want a piece of that guy here tonight, the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. After another highlight turned in here this evening, he defends the belt successfully and did so with style points by virtue of that TKO. And you do wonder what kind of effort it's going to take from a contender type to dethrone this guy at 205 pounds. He in the corner, all smiles, deservedly so, after getting the finish in defense of their belt here tonight.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I may hide the man, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let them stop the paper. Diamonds stretched cut like a table. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keeping my foot on their ass. Pile up the cheese like a grater. Honey switched up, you a
someone out before they take me out.
Yeah, I had to make a decision. I can't let them alter my vision. You know my dogs gotta eat, so we keeping it hot in the kitchen. Yeah, do what it take for the mission. Stick to the script, no revision. Look, I'ma just cut through the tension. I'm telling you, Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I may hide the man, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out.